Hi there, Gemini. Thank you so very much for your patience with this reading. It is your September reading. Oh my goodness, time is just flying by. Let's get right into it. I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, Gemini, and I was hearing get out of the car. Get out of the car. And it's like you're taking luggage out of the car. Something about I'm seeing you, it's something it's having to do with standing in relation to a vehicle, okay, of movement, of motion. Now, transformation, the next chapters, the next stage, okay, Nine of Pentacles, almost standing, right up on its side there. So we'll heed that, but it may have to do with a certain situation, a certain matter, a relationship I'm hearing for a number of you that has a financial story to it, okay. Four of Swords upright, overlaying the Two of Pentacles in reverse, 2 half of 4, okay. There is this thinking, I'm hearing this contemplation of how do I, having to do with resources, how do I get up and go again? How do I get up and take the stand? I'm hearing take the stab at it again. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse that just slid, it just literally just slid, almost like a piece of paper on a table, right? That's passed over to someone. It just slid right over the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Swords upright. And it speaks of that transformation, right? It speaks of that turning of the table, so to speak. The times have changed. The times are changing. Okay, and it speaks of your independence. It's what you make of it, Gemini. I'm hearing that. It's what you make of it. And there's a lot, okay, to be made of. Okay, I'll put it like that. There's a lot to be made of. There's a lot that you're contemplating. The changes you're thinking about change a lot. They have perhaps many involved in terms of, I'm hearing a litigation for a number of you, but there are many involved in terms of how it all is distributed, okay. I'm hearing distribution of assets. So let's see what this is all about here. Okay, you pull Justice. You pull Justice in your final outcome, overlaying the Six of Cups upright. Okay, having to do absolutely with the decision that's being made. I'm hearing where you've been left in the dark. Something about being left in the dark. And I'm just seeing you like get out of the car. Something about get out of the car. You have here beautiful, the Star. Okay, overlaying the Son of Cups upright. Overlaying the Mother of Cups in reverse. Now, you have the Three of Cups here, overlaying the Son of Wands upright, both upright. And I just sort of split the deck intuitively. That was in your theme. Okay, so this is kind of happening all in your theme, the Star mirroring the Three of Cups. Okay, but you have here the Son of Wands who's looking over the Three of Cups. You have the Magician who sits right at the hindsight of this Son of Wands, both fire energies, very strongly so. And interesting, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse beneath the Magician. Now, also very interesting, you have Death right beneath the Mother of Cups in reverse. Okay, so Death is mirroring the Ten of Wands in both of these stacks. It speaks of transformation, okay, the cycling through, but the emphasis is on the dream. What comes after this cycle is closed out? That is what I've got to focus on. That I understand, right, is I'm hearing my mission statement. My mission statement. How I stand for my mission within my community. I'm hearing amongst groups of people. How do I capacitate that which I know is my own? That has always been my own. Regardless of who I'm around, regardless of who I'm conversing with, what has always been held within me that has no bearing on who stands before me, I'm hearing, or even behind me, or at the side of me. What is it and who is it that I know that I am? Before anyone else comes right through, I'm hearing through, or before anyone else comes forward, right? So there's something, Gemini, having to do about this dream, and it may, right, go back, long term. Okay, it's like the seed. I'm seeing it's like a seed. And it may have to do with writing for a number of you. I'm getting this sort of straining feeling on my left hand, okay, with my pinky and my ring finger. There's this heat almost, okay, writing, something to do with writing. Now, but I'm hearing from legislature for a number of you as well. I'm getting strongly the legal realm. So, and you have justice right here, right off in the future, in your final outcome with the Six of Cups upright. So, partnership having to do with community, but how I stand as an individual first and foremost, right, within my community. What groups of people mirror, align with that which I yet again note and call my own. And I'm ready to transform from that which doesn't take me further into, I'm hearing the depths of my soul, my very own soul. Okay, I'm getting that strongly for you, Gemini. There's something, you're going deep. Okay, but by way of retracting out from what doesn't take you there, doesn't take you where it is you want to go. And so I'm hearing a retraction of bid, and it may be something I'm hearing we're calling out. Okay, something about perhaps a call. Okay, and I'm hearing Gemini. Okay, I'm hearing Gemini, whatever it may mean to you, Gemini. But there's something about, it was like calling your name. So it's like this, Gemini, right? It's like you were in this car, okay, and I'm saying it's like the car has stopped on the road, and you're like, I'm hearing pause on vacation. I thought I was going somewhere. Okay, we thought maybe we were going somewhere together. My stop is here. Not because there's even a stop sign, but because it's, right, I don't need a stop sign that stands for everyone, okay, to tell me where I need to go. I know when I'm on that path. I know when I've, gone astray. Okay, I'm hearing gone astray. I know where I'm going before, right, I'm even going there. So, and it's like this. It's like there's this shock factor. Okay, there's this shock factor to whoever you may be dealing with, whoever you may be, right, who may be involved in this, or multiple people who may be involved, and they're almost like, why do you want to get out of the car so soon? Right? There's no stop sign. There's no, why would you, there's nothing really, I don't understand. And you're very adamant about it, Gemini. You're very, very, very adamant about it, right? So you recognize, it's like this. It's almost like you've taken this Uber, okay? And you're in the Uber, and I'm just I'm hearing, it's like I'm seeing that let's say you've paid like $40 for a certain ride, okay, to go from a certain place to another, and it's an important journey, okay, and you understand that the process is long, okay, and you're in the Uber, and I see you with your headphones, and you're just slouched in the seat. And specifically, I'm getting for you Uber pool. Okay, so let's like imagine, right, there were so many other people involved in it, was sitting in this car with you, and you have your headphones in, you're just jamming out, you're zoning in, but then something summons you, okay, calls you, stimulates your, I'm hearing your periphery. Okay, so it's almost like you're looking out the window and you recognize something about where you're going, and you realize this is not going to take me there, right? So, and you're almost like, driver, hold, stop, wait, what? And everybody's like, what's going on? Like, why are you, what? And you're like, I need to get out. Stop the car, and I need to get my luggage out of here. Okay, so, Gemini, something, okay, about the recognition of purpose, the recognition of, yet again, who contributes to taking you to you. Okay, and whoever takes you farther from that place of feeling, I'm hearing, one with yourself, where you feel aligned with where you're going and with those in the car with you, so to speak, there's a major reformation. So ideals are on the table, okay? And there's this resurging independence. So where you have stood with others, okay, and you may have felt in some capacity, right, like, this doesn't serve me. I want something about this union, perhaps, this engagement doesn't quite sit right with me. And I know that. I stand apart from the rest. You're coming to absolute clarity. Not just about, I felt at odds. I haven't felt aligned. Okay, you're coming to clarity not only with that, I feel that that's been clear for you, but you're coming to the clarity of what takes its place. You're coming to the clarity of the vision of the path that does take you where you want to go. And that's what prompts you to put your hand on that zinger, right? And stop. It's like, hold your horses, okay? Because I've got to take that flight, right? This horse is not going to take me there. I've got to take that flight. I want to fly there, right? And it's that kind of thing. So whatever means of transportation that you've been taking to get you closer to your goal, okay, you recognize it's a whole different beast that I've got to work with, okay? And it's about me, right? It's a very personal thing, Gemini, right? It's your dream. It's your goal. You are the one who takes you there. And you decide, right, how. I'm hearing you put a start to it and you put an end to it. I'm hearing that for you very strongly. Ooh, very, very strongly. It's up to you, Gemini. Okay, and you've got here the Magician, right? Mirroring this Three of Cups. Right behind this Son of Wands. You're here. Yeah, I'm hearing you. What in my own personal capacity can I do? Can I take care of? Do I need to take control of? Okay, I'm here to take control of this ship. Okay, navigating this ship to steer not only myself in the right direction, but all of us, right? It's like you know something that perhaps others don't know. They're not aware of it in that car, right? Maybe, who knows, right? Perhaps it's like, I know, so I just realized I'm looking out the window and I know that this road, okay, takes us to a certain roundabout or something like that. And right, so I was prompted because I saw something and it spoke to me and I realized I need to get to point B and this road takes me to point A. So I'm hearing, I'm professing, I'm confessing, I'm speaking out about it. The impetus was my own, but that, right, similarly may help those in the car with you, right, in their own ways. Helping them to recognize that they too have a path that is, that speaks to their profession of individuality. So something to do, Gemini, about individuality coming through, peeking through here very strongly, and I'm hearing it's a matter of fact. It's a matter of fact. You're saying, you know what, I've known this. Okay, there's no more that I can do to make it more obvious to myself and others. I just simply must take the action. Okay, to step along, right, that I'm hearing those resources to capacitate the resources that I know are my own to take control of. Okay, so I feel that there's almost this pool of resources, Nine of Pentacles, that may have to do with community efforts, okay, that now you're like, wait a second, I'm hearing retracting bit. I don't really want to be involved in those, okay. I want to capacitate my own dream, and that requires of me to, in a way, right, recoil from this interdependence, okay, and that requires of me to very clearly, very, very clearly decide and discern what it is that drives me to drive myself. Okay, all right, so Gemini, you have 2 twos, right? 2 Pentacles, 2 Swords. Let me read all the cards off to you. You have the 7 of Swords in reverse in your deep past. You have the Ace of Pentacles upright in your recent past. The High Priestess upright in your energetic pathway that help lead you to your current state of the 2 of Swords in reverse. You have Strength upright in your energetic pathway, which sits right next to this High Priestess. 2 major arcana in a row, right next to the Wheel of Fortune, which is somewhat mirroring the Star. Okay, so a number of major arcana here for you in your spread, as well as Justice. Okay, major arcana. Now, interesting, the High Priestess is looking over at the 3 of Cups. Major focus, line of vision. There is insight that you've held about whatever this union is, whatever's been going down in this union. Okay, for a number of you, you are like, I know something may be fishy there. Okay, something about this is maybe sticky business, maybe, right? It's like, I've known that, yet again, you've known that. But there's this now that almost like the more distance that you gain from it, you gain this sobering of the intuition in terms of what you feel and in terms of how you stand in relation to what you feel about what you feel. Okay, so there's this perspective that's, I'm hearing, on hold, and that is a growing, okay, that's growing as time passes on. There's greater clarity, greater clarity, and you're looking into the past yet again, and it's Mercury retrograde, right, until about the 5th of September, yes, but there is a post-shadow phase of Mercury, right, retrograde. So it may sort of linger, this energy of Mercury may linger until about the 19th of September. So take it as you will, right? If you're starting anything new, brand new, right, making any really big decisions, you may want to wait until the 19th of September, okay? But there's this reviewing process. I'm getting that very strongly, but it's almost at a distance. It's like as you're driving away from that other car that you were driving in, you're like, wow, I'm really seeing that car for what it was. Something to do with retrograde, okay? Now, you have here the Ace of Pentacles in your recent past. There perhaps was a start, okay, a start to enabling whatever this new beginning is. It's mirroring this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, very interesting, very interesting. But let's move through the reading, and we'll get back to this. You have the High Priestess in the energetic pathway, right, that you harness, that help lead you to your current state. It's by way of aligning, okay, by way of the distance that you've gained, okay, that contributes to this clarity, that speaks to not only, yet again, what you've been feeling, which honors not only that which you've felt and known intuitively, but also, right, clarify the action that you want to take, right? It's like sitting in the car, this doesn't feel right. I've got to get out of here, right? It's about that path. It's about that mode of transportation. That's how I want to get there, okay? That has been I'm hearing brewing. This knowing has been brewing, and it comes to the surface very, very clearly. Okay, and so that may be the state that you're in, right about the beginning of September, a little before, perhaps a little after midpoint, right? This is the general reading for September, roughly pertaining to the 1st to the 15th. Okay, but it may permeate a little before the 1st, a little after the 15th. Energy is fluid, right? So, but you have here a great emphasis on the audacity, okay, to take this decision, okay, and it may require of you very much so to really stand, I'm here, against the forces, okay, and for the forces, your force, okay, the nature of your authenticity of being that is in line with this vision, the capacitation of this dream. You are standing for the transmutation of what just didn't sit right with you, okay? And it requires of you perhaps to clear, okay, certain, I'm hearing archives, okay, certain memories, okay? But you look forward, okay, in such a way that is very much it's like there's a sort of enlightening sort of energy about you as you retract from whatever it was that wasn't taking you in the direction that you wanted, that you sided with, I'm hearing, and moving in this new direction. It's like you're not, whatever you were dealing with, whatever situation you were in, is not phasing you as you take on, this next chapter. So you're letting a lot go, right? There's a lot of opening yourself to, right, closing the door to that cycle and opening yourself to the next, okay? So it's the simultaneous, but it's very, very quick, very, very quick, okay? I'm hearing without batting a lash, you're just, it's this, get my luggage out, close the door, where's the, how do I get to the flight, right? It's like something like that, Gemini. Now you have this 5 of Swords in reverse, okay, in your advice, so very interesting, and it's pointing to this 3 of Wands in reverse in your near future. You have 2 5s here, the 5 of Wands in reverse in your energetic pathway. It is in somewhat of a diagonal fashion with this 5 of Swords. Okay, and it's right above this 3 of Wands. Wands, fire. Now, 2 3s right next to one another. I pulled these 2 cards, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles upright, 7 of Wands in reverse, not your final outcome, but your hopes and or fears, okay? 3 of Wands in reverse is in your near future. So let me tune in for you, Gemini. I'm hearing do it in an enlightening fashion. Do it in, it's like you're setting the example by leaving that Uber, okay, or by leaving that car which was filled with all those people. It's like, do it in such a way where, right, it's not just like, goodbye, that's it, I'm not explaining anything. It's like, do it in a way where people feel, okay, the energy of where you're going. They don't just feel that you're leaving. I'm hearing them. They're not just feeling that you're leaving the car. That's not what they feel in that moment. They're almost like they're taken by your own feeling, your own passion, your own vision for where you're going, that they're almost right there, like it stimulates them to sort of also similarly, right, awaken to whatever it is that calls them similarly, okay? Now, so I'm getting, you're setting the example, you're leading the way, okay, and Leo may be related to whatever this energy is, whatever this relationship is. There may be a Leo in your environment who is associated, okay, or from the past, okay, I'm getting that. But I'm hearing as well, or a father type of figure, however you take that, more one with a lot of masculine energy, okay, in their chart. Now, by way of stepping out, okay, of this, I'm hearing that this parcel. Okay, it's almost like you were being shipped somewhere. That's like kind of the feeling again. It's like whatever this departure was that you almost reform. Okay, reform. There's the contribution, okay, of your energy, your time, your resources to developing the newfound means, I'm hearing, of transportation. So the focus is for you to take your time with cultivating this vision of where you're going. And there's there's this very internal sort of feeling, this very personal feeling, this very personal process of coming out to yourself first about, right, it's like before you profess it to anyone else, before you say, oh, well, you know what, I'm not going this way, I'm actually going this way, before explaining it, right, I'm hearing verbatim. There's this beckoning of you to take a very, I'm hearing sober-minded approach where you're like, you take your time to really think it through what this place is that does call you, how you want to get there. But in terms of vision, okay, in terms of vision, harnessing, honing, I'm hearing, okay, I said toning, honing in on the vision, okay, that seeks you and that you similarly, right, are seeking out, that you know that's waiting for me somewhere in the future. I understand that it's this mutual reciprocity, okay? This relationship that I hold with this future. I'm hearing stance. I'm hearing Stanley for a number of you, okay? But with this future proposition, okay, that is to be taken advantage of, heeded, I've got, right, to come into it on my own. First in my mind, first in terms of my perception of it energetically. Now, there is this process, okay, and this desire to reconfigure our relationship to material assets, to finances, to even the conception of what makes us feel stable, to how we create that for ourselves in such a way that honors, okay, our fire, our authenticity of character, that allows us this feeling, right, to pursue just simply that which is our very personal truth to come forth. Right? Whatever it is that simultaneously recognizes our place in the world by way of, okay, the pursuit of our passion, our dreams. That is our answer. That is our, I'm hearing, our call and our seeking of the call, okay? To understand where is it coming from, that call. Yet again, something about a call for you, Gemini. It's like, I hear that in the wind. Do not tell me that I'm crazy. I hear that. Even if you don't hear it, even if nobody hears it, I am being called from somewhere, okay? And So you, it's like, I'm getting, it's like a call in the wind, and I'm hearing it's like a mountain in the wind, something even like in the brush, okay? So it's almost like nature is calling you, something about cyclicality, something about nurturing, mothering energy as well for a number of you, perhaps. But there's this very, 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 very strong focus on, in the internalization of the whole process, okay? Understanding all of our options, all of the alternatives, okay? It's not like, let me think about first, right, how I can get there. Let me think about first, right, what I'm going to take in place of whatever, right, has so far taken me where I don't want to go necessarily. It's like, first, I've got to totally, right, release this position that I hold, okay, that I know doesn't serve me, and then I'm going to contemplate my options on how to move where I do feel I connect with deeply, okay? So you're taking the time to do that, and that's very sage of you, right? And right, it's Mercury retrograde, so take your time with it, Gemini. I almost said Sagittarius, and I almost said Libra at the same time. So, and you pulled Libra's card here, but I'm getting strongly Sagittarius associated with Libra, okay? And so you have here, sitting right next to the Seven of Wands, you have here the Six of Cups upright, and Libra's card Justice. Both cards speaking of duality, duplicity, seeing the left and the right, seeing the masculine and the feminine, seeing the east and the west, and seeing how they're both sort of valid in their own right, but the decision that you take, ultimately, Gemini, speaks to and is seen in light of the decision that you're coming to in a very personal way in regards to this very personal vision that you hold, that you understand is my priority, okay, because I'm charging forward, and what takes me into this next chapter is my very own premonition of it before I see it in the third dimension. So it's almost like, guys, I cannot, right, pay mind to anything that's before me, because I've got to just close my eyes for a moment here and hear myself out energetically. I need to resurface. I need to come up for air, and that requires of me to understand what depths I sink to when I close the doors. When I close the doors. And when I shut off the lights, I'm hearing that for you. And right, there's this focus for you, Gemini, closing the door. So, yes, I feel that there is this contemplation, I'm hearing yet again for you, of resources, mutual resources, how we all contribute to, I'm hearing the financial landscape, okay, the home that we build together collectively. You're like, yes, right, there is a right and there is a wrong, so to speak, as you may be feeling, as you may be thinking of it. But there are right, I'm hearing two embers to the same flame. There are, at the same time, though, we have to honor our individuality. And what is mine? What takes me to my grand scheme, okay, that I feel is for me to play out and for me to figure out, find out on my own, right? And finding myself helps bring me to the point of understanding how I stand in relation to you all, to anyone else, right, that may be involved. And this may be conceptually in terms of, right, how you feel that you stand in relation to others, and in terms of, right, societal sort of, I'm hearing norms, measures, right? It's the emphasis is first on honing in on harnessing this very potent, creative visualization, sort of magical, so to speak, energy, right? Everything is magical, but it's right, a very personal process, Gemini, right? But again, the focus at the end of the day, so to speak, is on where all of this personalized sort of revelation, okay, takes you within the context of others, of where you're all going collectively. Okay, so thank you so very much, Gemini, for tuning in. What a beautiful reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for you in some sort of way. Have a beautiful start to September. Again, time is just flying right by us. I'll be back soon with your mid-September reading, so stay tuned for them. Otherwise, let's see, any other announcements? I know some of you have been asking if I have any personal services, if I do personal readings, things like that, and I do. You can check my website out, www.alchemyinu.com. I do astrology reports and as well personal readings. So if that's something of interest to you, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide, and that will lead you to the site. You can check out the resources there. Right? But also, I highly recommend you to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, Gemini. If you are compelled to watch a certain sign and you're like, I don't know why I want to watch Leo, or I don't know why I want to watch Sagittarius. I don't have Sagittarius anywhere prominently placed in my chart. I don't have Leo as my moon sign or my rising or my sun. Right? We're all signs at the end of the day. So, right, wherever it aligns with you in some facet or another of your blueprint is one thing, but regardless of how it aligns in your personal chart, right, you still have every sign somewhere. So, right, if you're compelled to watch a certain sign, then you may want to, right, see if there's a message in that video for you. All right, but thank you so very much, Gemini. Again, enjoy September, and I'll see you soon. Bye.